Hello, welcome back to Monster Train, the not 4 in the morning edition. Yeah, can you believe that? You're never gonna guess what time it is. It's not even 9, it's 6 p.m. I know. The last week, on Thursday, Friday, I recorded these episodes after I played WoW for like 6 hours. And those episodes were not great, I would say. They're very rough. So today I'm just, before I start playing WoW all day, I'm just doing stuff that is important to do. Like I spent some time doing some schoolwork, watched a few lectures, recording Monster Train. I think I'm doing co-op with Cranberry a little later today, but I'm not 100% certain yet. Waiting to hear back from him about it. But yeah, like I'm doing well today. I'm ahead on what I have to do, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my extra time tonight. Probably nothing. Probably just sleep. But anyway, yeah, how exciting, right? You know what else is exciting? We're melting today. I lied. That's not exciting. It's dreadful. But we're melting today. Let's get to it, shall we? Hope that you are doing well today as well. Whenever you're watching this, it doesn't matter if it's 6 p.m. or not. Real quick, I set today's video to upload, right? I think I did it first thing in the morning, but if I didn't, I'm going to have to pause this recording to go set the video for today, uploading 3 hours late. Well, just give me 1 second. It is... I set it for yesterday? Okay, good. Apparently I set that video to upload yesterday. That's not right, but it doesn't matter because that just means it uploads right away. Anyway, just making sure, because like I thought about it. I'm pretty sure, but since it was the first thing I did today, it might have been a dream. All right. Hope that you're doing well today. It is Saturday. Hope you're having a nice weekend, hanging in there. Coming to the end of February. We're already 2 months through this year. Crazy. Let's get to it, shall we? Don't forget to like the video, comment the video, subscribe as well to the video if you want to. And we have Melting Awoken. Lots of Awoken lately. A lot better than lots of Umbra. I am interested in basically just playing yesterday's run, but with Burnout Rector. I think this is the perfect setup for it. But we'll see what they show us. We have Pushback Talos, we have Shadow Arcus, Patient Seraph, Purifying Cleanse, Sting, and Resin Removal. Resin Removal against Patient Seraph is not the worst. Boon of the Blacksmith is good. If they show Burnout Rector, I'm excited. I'm excited, okay. I'm pretty sure we can play like frame for frame yesterday's run. Except instead of Trample Penumbra, we have Burnout Rector with Burnout Extenders. I click the trial here every time. All that we need is to not whiff these Purifying Cleanses, and we are sitting pretty. If I do whiff these Purifying Cleanses, I think I do die. So, keep that in mind as well. Like, if I don't see a Purifying Cleanse on the next turn, what happens? We gotta pose this question here. Can I still win? That's where we're at. I'm gonna play... I think we can stop ourselves from dying with Boon of the Blacksmith if we play like this. I think I can even get this collector. And the idea being we'll just let Train Stewards whittle him down. Yeah, because I did whiff the Purifying Cleanse. It's not really like surprising that Monster Train decided to fuck me here. It's really not. Like if I got mad every time something like this happened, I would live my life eternally angry at Monster Train. It's just, this is the expected outcome, truly. We have a Sting coming up next turn, so I'm going to play Drag. We're going to take a ton of higher damage here for this happening. Like an absolute load of damage for this, but... There's no but. I am a little angry. I won't lie to you. I also didn't draw the Sting, so I take 5 more damage here, which is just awful. Alright. We gotta stay positive. Don't tilt. Unless I actually die here, which will make me angry. I think I might die here. Wow. I was so excited for this run, and now I'm mad. 23 damage. Do I die here? Huh. I guess we'll see. I think it might be fine because of Boon of the Blacksmiths. Like, regen doesn't matter. Everything dies in one hit. Nothing I do here matters. Am I dead? I'm not gonna do the math. I'm just gonna let it happen. Alright, we're alive at 10, so I'm not as angry, but still, that's like... That's a low roll, I would say. That's a bit of a low roll there. Wicklash is good. Wildwood Sap is good. And Animus of Will is good. Nice. It's, you know, I would play it like that every time, and I would take the trial every time, because in a majority of cases there, that doesn't happen. And even when it does happen, we don't outright die, so I guess it's fine. Plus 10 quick and plus 5 plus 10. Show me, you know who. Thorn Hollow? Thorn Hollow is an okay grab. I should not be in a position where I need to take him, but he's an okay fallback if I don't see the other Hollow, which is seeming to be fairly likely. I think it's fine to take Thorn Hollow here. It does mean that our Animus of Will be less good, but it's like, I'll probably remove him if I see, I hope to remove him if I see Awoken Hollow, because I will pivot. Plus 5 plus 10 is fine here. Yeah, I think it's fine here. It's just a nice middle ground upgrade. Get a little of both for the next combat. I am fine with that. We're gonna take absolutely no trials. Do everything in our power to take no more damage. Animus here, Rector down here. Resin removal clears all of this rage, which is nice as well. Not muted, am I? I don't know, sometimes when I start these episodes quickly like that was only a 2-minute intro, and I'm like, oh man, something's wrong, isn't it? I can feel it. Something is wrong. Nothing's wrong. There's nothing for me to be concerned about. Everything is fine. And yeah. Am I muted? Am I recording? Yep. I can never shake the feeling that something I'm doing right now is wrong. Never. Once again, by the way, it is just like, it's not surprising. Absolutely it's not surprising. If I had, I thought about not taking Thorn Hollow. If I had not taken Thorn Hollow, I would be a little angry at this one. No burnout extenders in 2 straight combats would get me a little bit heated at Monster Train. A little bit heated. But I took the precaution. I might still be not okay. I am barely okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'm glad I took the Thorn Hollow just to cover this edge case, because we are having some very incredible draws. Some very, very normal and expected draws right about now. I'm not interested in these cards. Entombed Explosive is okay, but I don't want to add more cards to this deck where I can't draw Burnout Extenders, I guess. Razor Sharp Edge is optimal. Glimmer is also fine, but Razor Sharp Edge I think is a little better in... So, Glimmer's better if we see Awoken Hollow, and if we don't see Awoken Hollow, we take Razor Sharp Edge here. That's the breakdown. I think that, as I think about it, I lean a little bit towards the Glimmer, like a tiny amount towards the Glimmer, because of Patient Seraph. A different Seraph, I would probably not go Glimmer here. But having holdover plus 10 Glimmer for Patient Seraph adds a lot of certainty to our run, because we never have a problem with those Shade Wings just popping us. But if I mean, the alternative is fine either way. The main problem will be that this Animus of Will only do 24 damage per round, but given the circumstance here, I think we're just gonna have Thorn Hollow do the killing anyway, right? Yeah. I'm gonna take Glimmer, because we gotta roll something good here, right? Something has to go my way on this run, I'm sure. Merchant of Steel is okay, but Remnant Banner is worthless, and I don't really... I guess plus 25 on the Thorn Hollow wouldn't be bad, but I'm gonna go Herschel's Horde, our health here. Floating Fungus is a high roll. That's a good one. I'd like a guaranteed survival of Talos here. I don't know what unit upgrades you get here. I'll just send him a spell. Spreading Stings is fine. Money on Sting is fine. Reserve Sting is kind of bad. But I don't want to send Restore. I don't want to send any of these Burnout cards, so I just send Sting. Sting is a low enough impact card that I won't miss it in this otherwise scary next combat. Maybe I should send a unit there, but I still don't know what the unit upgrades are because I never do it. Okay, pushback Talos. Let's see it. Show me a Burnout. Oh my god, no Burnout card. I'm afraid. I don't feel great about this one. Look at this resin removal though. Value. All I need to do is draw one Burnout card and we are fine. We're so fine. Okay, we're fine. I can stop being angry for one combat. Thank you for this great gift, Monster Train. I'm not mad. Great news. Oh, because the Dread goes first because of the pushback. He doesn't get the healer. Okay. I think I do end up having my Animus die on this combat, most likely. It's like a... Oh, because I played top 4, she's guaranteed. Yeah, 100% she gets the brunt of the hits. Interesting. I wonder if it would have been right to play the other way then. Probably not. I'm pretty sure with Bloating Fungus we just... Rector kills heavies, Thorned Hollow kills Talos here. Maybe it's wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how this goes. Because the pushback happens. This heavy might go by me, and this one might go by me. If I push 18 damage into him, though, it's probably fine. I'm not worried. I'm not really that worried at all. Animus doesn't even die for another round. And... okay. I'm gonna take 2, and maybe it's 5? No, it's fine. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. And Rector also does chunk quite a bit. 7s are... so in order of 7s, it's 7. So I put both restores on Rector, and he gets another round in, which is 60 more damage. Doesn't really matter either way. I will do it this way, though. With the regen, I only need to give him 1, I suppose. Okay. We survived Talos, which is apparently going to be the hardest part of this run. If she shows us Awoken Hollow, it's excellent. If she does not show us Awoken Hollow, it's also fine. I guess I could have healed Animus of Will, but I didn't need to. I wonder, I think I do still make the pivot if they show Awoken Hollow. Thorned Hollow is doing pretty well though as well. Let's see what we see here. Shard Channeler is really weird too, because we could also take 3 Shard Channelers, and that's also something we could try. I've done it and it worked out okay, right? We just punch a bunch of spikes into Thorned Hollow and let him scale up with spikes to winning. I actually do think that it's an interesting line. The only reason that I don't think we can do it is because it's super, super hungry for duplicates, because I need to duplicate this guy at least once. Reasonably, I need to duplicate him twice. And then, let's see, if we have 2 of them, spikes will deal 3x. So it's like 120-ish is what I'd expect to do to heavies with spikes. I also have to take space, but the problem is I need to duplicate Wildwood Sap. A much better and more reasonable line is to just take Spreading Spores here. No Awoken Hollow. I think it's fine though. I don't dislike Vine Mother. Lady of the Reform puts an end to, oh, I missed my Burnout Rector draw though. I think that for my own well-being, I should take Lady of the Reformed, but Vine Mother is really strong. She gets to bait some rounds off of Patient Sarah for us. She gets to sting things. Like, she's really good. I do think I take one of these 2 units. It's like, it's gotta be Vine Mother. She's better. There's no way that I will roll so much. And I'll take Draw. I'll take Draw, we'll double cost down Spreading Spores, and we'll go from there. I can still see Awoken Hollow also, right here. Double stack, -1. Oh, Awoken Hollow. It is fine. I'm not too sad about it, to be honest with you. I'm a little sad, but it's not the end of the world. Mainly because Patient Seraph is there's not a whole lot of double heavies, and we can cheat through Arcus. So the only combat that we have to really be afraid of is like 4-7 Purifiers would do a lot of damage. I think 4-7 Purifiers would kill us, but we can answer that question on 4-7 when we see Purifiers. I don't need either of these though. And we'll go -1 Spreading Spores, +10 Glimmer. No double stack. Actually, no, double stacking Wildwood Sap is okay, but I'm gonna let it all go to Spreading Spores here, I think. I don't really need to double stack Wildwood Sap. I think it's a waste of money. Roll for Holdover instead. Seems better. Permafrost is fine. We cost down Spreading Spores. Don't want to give anything Consume. We remove 2 Train Stewards. Take our Rector's stat buff, and we move forward. I think that we're in a good spot here. I'm pretty sure. I wonder about that Shard Channeler line though. I really do. I'll take multi-strike here. It's really helpful. I really wonder about it. Was it the right way to go? Surely it wasn't. But man, it's really fun when it works. It would matter or depend a lot on what we see in these rooms too. And relics. If I had I think I had been offered a spikes do 1 more damage per stack or something like that. And that could have been, I mean, if I had that, I might go Shard Channel. Spreading Spores is probably going to be the more reasonable and solid line here. At this point in the run, what I really would like to see is... give me a second, I'll think of him. Unleash the Wildwood here. Definitely would be a big, like a very fast click on Unleash the Wildwood here. You know, Rector, once we remove some of these Dregs and Train Stewards, plus the draw, the odds that we ever whiff on Rector now, it might not be 0 quite, but it's really, really close to 0 that we ever miss Rector. We should be in a good spot. This is another run that is a run that is now established. And it's a question of, does this run beat Sarah? Yeah, probably. Like, I think it's fine. Lightstone casing. Oh, that's insane. That's really, really good. Because now we can throw, like... I guess all we can really do is hold over. I was thinking we could throw something like... I guess I could double stack Spreading Spores. Yeah, probably double stack Spreading Spores. I don't need any of these cards. Fatal Melting, Subsuming Blade, whatever. Invigorating Solution's okay. Focus Growth is also fine. It's like it's a burst heal, which we want for Thorn Hollow to get him full health quickly. Fire Grow's also pretty strong here. Going to 4 energy is nice. I'll go Fire Grow. I think it's fine. With my mother, I'm not afraid. We're getting Money Sting. So someone pointed out that it might be better just to take this right now. Think about it for a second. How many times would real quick, rough math, right? How many times do I expect to play this on Combat 5? We can say reasonably 2, on a high case 3, but we'll actually, let's expect the high case of 3. So we'll get, was it 20 gold? 25 gold. So we'll get 75 gold from this, which is equivalent to, in Combat 6 and 7, I need to play this Sting 8 times to make up the lost gold. This is a really minor optimization, but I think it is better to take the Sting now in this deck, because we're going to make more money than we would gain by holding off, and Sting is a card that I'm happy to put back in the deck. I'm pretty sure that's right. Now with Lightstone Casing, now I need to dupe Spreading Spores right now, because I don't have another duplicate coming up. And that's okay. Do I have a Steel Shop coming up? I do have a Steel Shop coming up, that's good. Duplicate Spreading Spores. When we see something cool at a magic shop, we can throw it at it, but Lightstone Casing is actually not going to be as exciting as I thought it was. It's going to be just fine. I don't need this money. I use this money to buy removals. It's disrespectful to the first wave of this combat. No, this is super bad. This is so bad. I should not take this trial. Because it's also disrespectful to like the second wave, the third wave. It's just a very bad decision for me to take trial there. Pyre Grow here. I'm gonna end up taking it from this tank if I Pyre Grow. He's gonna hit me for like 20. That's not worth it. I'm still going to take it from this guy, but at least now I have odds. I have a like slightly better chance to get an out. I did not hit one. Unexpected. But, hey, you know, what can you do? I guess I still have a chance to hit something just to like maybe take this, maybe even save 10. 78. I have to hit him like 3 times to save 10. And have to triple sting. Yeah, no way. No way? Yeah, I just take 20. So I could have played it because I take 20 regardless. There was no out. I think it's fine. Still need to save health. I'm a little worried about Thorn Hollow. We are not putting out as much regen in this early section of the combat as you would want. It's a little bit frightening. Just because in the later combat, like on Seraph, this kind of healing won't fly. I'll hit the wall and drop. I need to play Sting a few more times. I think I will hit it twice, in which case it might not have been worth. Hard to say. Am I meant to I think I'm supposed to start Wicklashing Animus of Will. I think one of our lines here is to hold over Wicklash Animus of Will. But if I get hold over, I'm putting it on Glimmer for sure. Like, it's not the worst. She's not going to do a whole lot against the boss either, so throwing it down seems right, even though she's going to die. It saves me health in the short term, and she's not going to do much against High Priest for me here. Regardless, so I think it's fine. It's definitely a little bit of a non-obvious line, I think, because it doesn't seem good. I think I'm getting the... I'm almost certain to get the third sting here. The 75 gold cash in looks pretty nice. I mean, she's gonna burn out, but I guess she doesn't burn out. With the Purifying Cleanses, maybe I can do this. And I did get 75 gold off of it, so I think I make up the difference here. I think so. I'm not 100% certain, and it doesn't really matter. It's not really worth thinking too much about, I guess. I'm very, very focused in on something that, let's be honest, doesn't matter, but, well, what's new, right? But it's a minor optimization, and if I just solve out a general rule there, I can answer that question more quickly in the future, so maybe it is worth thinking about. Wicked Blaze is decent, because if Animus of Will dies, I bring her back with it. Pretty sure this is a skip, though. Invigorating Solution seems good here. Awake is okay as well. It is that burst heal that I skipped earlier, plus a little regen. But I feel okay on the regen front. I feel like I trigger Rejuvenate enough times as well. I'd rather have Invigorating Solution to help with Pyre Grow, because getting Pyre Grow out is a big W. Alright. This run feels pretty good, but it's nothing like super exciting, I don't think. I'm not feeling hyped about this run, but it's pretty exciting. And it's nice to see Thorn Hollow again. When I started playing this game, I thought Thorn Hollow was the man. I'm just looking for like plus 10 for Animus of Will, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it could take Large Stone and then take space, but that doesn't seem great. I think I just brute force through this combat and then we let our Pyre tank the heavies in the futures. And we call that good enough. Toss Dregs. I'm gonna keep resin removal in. I could also do something like Large Stone Thorn Hollow and then put Animus behind Vine Mother instead of behind Thorn Hollow. There's a world where he gets sniped. 40 HP is low. I don't think I need to worry too much. I probably see another Steel Shop anyway. Let's see it. Oh, it is Arcus too. So it's the worst run for Thorn Hollow. If Thorn Hollow succeeds here, he'll succeed anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but you get the sentiment there. The Drakes are actually pretty nice to have too with Rector. put Vine Mother up here because I'm sure I'll draw resin removal next turn. I'm certain of it. That's not resin removal. I got scammed. Okay. Fine. And missing early stings doesn't matter too much. This is a pretty free combat for us, I think. Because we have spreading spores, we should outscale Arcus by a lot. Throw Glimmer down to save myself the curse. Like disrespecting the curse boys will lead to some issues, I suppose. But this is basically the same run we played yesterday. Not quite, like it's not exactly the same, obviously, but it's really similar. Invigorating Solution, Pyro, don't mind if I do. This would be a good one for wickless recruitment, wouldn't it? I think this is a good one for wickless recruitment. I may as well play this here. I was kind of hoping you could resin removal the Sharded, or not the Sharded, the Phased. God, the Sharded. That's not here yet. I don't have to worry about sharding yet. That's a few weeks out still. This is fine. I got this thing on this one. But yeah, I generally think that we're good here. We're gonna, cause this is the double heavy rich combat, and from here we move into reasonably low amounts of heavies to deal with. I think I would take wickless recruitment so that I could put Animus of Will with a little burnout and then take it away. Plus recruiting Rector would be good. The real interesting question at hand here, the one that's a little less obvious, is do I take Shard Channeler now? Right now, I imagine exactly one way we lose this run, and it's Purifiers in the next combat. I think that if we don't roll Purifiers, we win this run for sure, but Purifiers will probably flatten me. Like, fairly certain they run into the dirt. No fear of Arcus because of Bloating Fungus, plus Spreading Spores here, yeah. This combat's done. I think it really is just if I see Purifiers, I die. So we want to think about things we can take to stop that here. If I see a good take here, it's to stop Purifiers. Like Wickless Recruitment might. Dripfall would have been good. I did say I wanted to Unleash the Wild, I suppose. I suppose. Like, Rail Spike doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, Rail Spike does just draw 0 cost cards and then go, huh, sorry boss. I'll just take a 0 cost card. Extra energy's okay. I think I'm going to this steel shop and then this magic shop, if I survive. Yeah, because there's no health here. I would probably go to Pyro Remains if it was offered. I feel like I just take draw, though. Because, like, what am I... I'm going to end up overdrawing, but I have Pyrogrow, so I don't really need energy. And towards the end of combat, Spreading Spores does everything. In the early sections, the only cards that I actually have to pay energy for are Wicklash and Wildwood Sap first time around, plus my units. And Glimmer. I'm gonna take draw, I think it's fine. I think I would take energy if I didn't have Pyrogrow though. We're gonna go here, we want to... I'm mostly going here for plus 25s. Move dregs. I just want to remove 1 dreg though, I don't really want to remove 2. Which would mean then that there's nothing worth removing in this deck. It's like Sting probably is the worst card now. Restore is not. Restore is a good one. Resin removal, I guess. I should probably get rid of resin removal, but I imagine the world where resin removal saves me. No, help, the Pyre Wings. And then resin removal clears the melee weakness, and I go, wow. I should have gone to the magic shop here in hindsight. I'm pretty sure magic shop was better. Just double look for holdover. Plus 25 is fine. Plus 10 on Vine Mother is fine as well. Endless I don't want. Reroll. Multi-strike. I probably didn't need to reroll this, honestly. That was a waste. This is an interesting one. Blood for blood, I think, is wrong. Blood for blood jumps out, though, as, like, pick me, right? Blood for blood, it could potentially save us against purifiers. Let me do some rough math, right? Purifiers is 5 unmitigated heavies, most likely. I am imagining, and unmitigated heavies do 40 each. You can expect, let's say they do 30 each. I die. Like, if I see purifiers even with blood for blood, I die. There's an edge case against Patient Seraph where wave stacks up and then Thorned Hollow gets sniped early. I'm just gonna take the plus 25 on Thorned Hollow here. I'm pretty sure blood for blood doesn't help in any other combat. I might be missing one, but I think blood for blood doesn't help in any of the other combats, and just still we die on purifiers. I'm gonna toss the sting. I think it's fine. And we just hope it isn't purifiers here. We pray. And we pray and we pray. Ah! This one's a little scary. It's definitely less scary. I'm not gonna take trial. Absolutely not. We're okay. It's not purifiers. It's Shadewings. If you're just listening, trying to be descriptive as always, but sometimes it slips my mind. Now this turn 1 is strange. Not really bad, just odd. Did I ever play Vine Mother just to let her die? I don't think so. And we get a little Burnout extend, but very nice, very nice. Let's go. Exceptional Glimmer draw. Unbelievable Glimmer draw. Absolutely excellent Glimmer draw. I should have unleashed on Rector, actually. That was a mistake. Not unleashing on Rector there is wrong. Now, we'll see here. You'll see very clearly here, we don't do well on the heavies. We're going to end up taking damage anyway, but even just single heavies, it's going to be a problem, it looks like. But we're not going to take as much. Man, if only I could give them multi-strike, huh? 10, 15. I'd have to... I can keep Rector alive if I play both drags. Right? No, he would still die. He'd kill himself on the Wilt Wings, if I'm not mistaken here. Because if I put both drags in front, hits, 30 damage. I guess he kills a Wilt Wings instead of not killing a Wilt Wings, though. I suppose it's worth it. But definitely... definitely I should not have Rector drop there. I should have played Unleash a turn earlier. As long as they're under 110, I'm happy. We can afford to take 20 from both of these heavies and still be fine. So as long as they're under 110 here, which they are. Actually, Glimmer the floor, that's scary. This floor isn't scary. I almost, I'm like, I'm coasting right now. I should not be coasting, but I'm coasting. Wondering about playing Purifying Cleanse on Animus of Will. It's like, it's uncertain, but I think I was supposed to. Yeah, I can afford to take 20. I guess I shouldn't take 20. I should avoid taking 20 from the next Gilded Wing. Forgot about this guy's existence, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I need to be using Whiplash like this. So we're going to be dropping pretty low. Forgot about this last wave. We're going to go to 25 here, most likely. Maybe a little less. Oh wait, we might go to like 10. Weird. I think it's still okay. Yeah, he's at 122, so I'll get him just below 110. We go to 25. Last order of business. Handled. And I'm not afraid of, because Patient Seraph only has one heavy. I would have saved, so I would be plus 24 health here if I had taken the other option. So it would have been better for me. Like, we'll just admit, Blood for Blood would have been better. In an unsurprising turn of events, Blood for Blood was a strong pickup here. This should surprise no one. Yeah, Blood for Blood definitely would have been stronger. I don't know why I ever skip it. It's like, I talked it out and it made sense at the moment, but I'd be plus 24 here. I'd be at 49 instead of 25, which would be a lot better. However, we cannot lament on our choices. It doesn't matter now. And Graft is reasonable. Restoring Retreat. The ability to descend a unit behind Rector is interesting. The real interesting one is the ability to descend Rector into the floor, but I think it's bad. He needs to be hitting first. And Graft is fine. It's a free redo trigger. I think there's no reason to skip it. There's a reason to go Pyre Health here and just go to 45. I don't think I need to. Wait a minute, because we have the 15 threes. With the Vine Mother, 15 threes being planted top floor should not hurt us. The only thing that hurts us is mid-floor losing space, and that doesn't even hurt us that much. Holdover, Glimmer. Okay, we won. Getting a Holdover Glimmer should basically guarantee it for us. Should keep this. If there's plus 40 Pyre Health here, I would take it. Oh yeah, okay. That's... We are fine. We are 100%. I'm gonna give you 100% win here. I'll say it. 100%. Confident now. I don't know what to duplicate. Duplicating Spreading Spores seems obvious, but it's not that useful. It's just okay. The third one feels less important, because we're already going to overwhelm. I think it might be best to just grab another Glimmer to have it. Better odds of hitting Glimmer in time. Or I could just take another Engraph. I'm going to take another Spreading Spores, I guess. I don't think it matters a ton. I'm fairly certain that is one of those choices. I talk a lot. Choices that you can talk about a lot, but they don't matter. That's one that shouldn't matter. Extreme circumstances aside, I'm gonna put Consume on Restore here, have another Burst Heal in the deck, and we'll toss one Drag. Outside of some extreme circumstances, we should be certain of this victory. I think that a lot of times I'll talk in like the worst possible case, and I've only ever seen worst possible case combats happen like once. And this is not a worst possible case. So, it's a little awkward though. Animus of Will. We drew Glimmer, turn 1. But I can't play Animus of Will with Thorn Hollow. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't really matter. She can just play down here. She can chill. And then Vine Mother with the 3 spikes gets to handle these guys. She does die. I'd rather keep her alive. And I can with Glimmer. Rector takes some damage for this, but it's worth it. And he also only takes 26. Okay. It's a 3-4 setup against our Patient Seraph, which is not something that you have too often, I don't feel like. But so we're gonna try and be smart about our incants. I went through a small period of time where I thought that you just kind of sent yourself on incanting Seraph on a run like this. That's wrong. Skipping the regen is fine on a turn like this. However, not right to skip Glimmer. That's where I was eventually going to get to with that. Skipping Glimmer is not right. Now you should go top floor, Patient Seraph. Oh no, that's me. He has to go mid-floor first, of course. This makes sense. It's like on this turn, right? This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Playing Spreading Spores and Engraft and Wildwood Sap and in like those cards, these 4 cards that I might just slam in a different time, they don't matter here. We just pass them. And we just we play them, we just play them on Rector, except for Wildwood Sap. I could resin removal if I were afraid. I'm not afraid. And interestingly enough, I was thinking about this as well. There's two choices here. I can try to preserve the Vine Mother, or I can let her die. I'm gonna play Invigorating Solution first of all. That's happening on this turn no matter what. So there's two lines of dialogue here. Option A is extending the Dreg's life. In theory, Seraph goes top 4 next turn. If I extend this Dreg's life with Whiplash, it's fine, right? He's fine. But then Seraph comes up here, he puts Melee Weakness on the Dreg takes the 15-3 hit, Seraph kills the Vine Mother, the 15-3 walks up to the pile. If he dies, the 15-3 hits the Vine Mother and dies, but Vine Mother also dies. So the only reason that I would... extending the Dreg's life just means that I have to kill 15-3 myself, and +1 incant on Seraph and such. So, is it worth it for me to keep him alive? 25, 22, 23? Yeah, I think it is. Because if I restore Vine Mother, then she'll survive the hit, we'll get to keep making stings, I think it's okay. And I'm not worried here. Okay. I'm glad I talked through that, because I was going to not save him. But I think it is fine. I did end up incanting Seraph one time as well, but that's okay. I have to sting to kill the 15-3. I guess I don't have to, but I'm going to. We have to make sure we're considering our Pyre health at every turn here, though, because it is... it's threatened by this Gilded Wing, so we just want to think about that. We'd be going to 5 if I didn't pick up Precious Plating. I'm gonna start slamming Whiplashes onto Animus, even though I don't need to, I guess. It seems right. Rector dies. No, he doesn't. I just played Glimmer. That's fine. And we start accelerating our regen here. From this position, we're going to see ourselves accelerate forward at a quick velocity. Oh, hey, you're burning out. Yeah, good thing I caught that. We're going to see ourselves start our regen acceleration here. I won't see these spreading spores again, I don't think. I'm just going to play everything on Rector. I think that it's okay. Give him all of the spikes and all of the fun stuff. I won't see these spreading spores again, I don't think. They won't spread. But this should be enough. With Bloating Fungus, this should be enough. I would probably consider that turn a little differently without Bloating Fungus, but we do get 650 damage into Arcus, or Seraph. I don't call him Arcus for some reason. We might not win though, because I haven't put up enough regen. Do we win? 1100 only. Interesting. I will replay this when I die here. 1570. So he just stopped too many critical turns. That turn that I just played was wrong. I'm gonna replay this real quick. I'm pretty sure that we play it the same, but on the second to last turn I slam all the regen. Or, you know, realistically, I could also... Nah, I'm gonna play it the same way. That's crazy though. This is a worst case combat outcome, I would say, where everything just kind of the combat went in such a way where I drew all of my regen stacking on turns where Seraph was on the floor with my Thorned Hollow, and I tried to cancel them. So there's a middle ground you have to work towards, basically. You have to work towards the middle ground of your regenning, but not too much, I guess. Like, I basically just need... I shouldn't be restoring while Seraph's on the floor, but I should be playing other cards while Seraph's on the floor. Like, spreading spores, basically. But that's a tough one, for sure. Like, on this turn, maybe it is right to play... Nah, I think it's fine to play it how I played it last time. Go restore. Keep your boy alive. We'll see. Maybe this one is just like a... There's gotta be a winning line here that I just misplayed around. Like, it has to be. There's no way that this run just loses after all of this, right? That'd be crazy to me. It'd be absolutely crazy. But maybe with the setup like this, maybe I had to pivot the setup. Honestly, maybe I was supposed to put Thorned Hollow bottom floor. Now there's an interesting pivot. Maybe I had to put Thorned Hollow on the bottom floor. Put a Purifying Cleanse there. This turn looks different than I remember it. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to play bottom floor for actually. And on this turn we're gonna put Spreading Spores on, yeah. The restores are, I guess they're positive because of Bloating Fungus, actually. I guess they're positive because of Bloating Fungus. I was gonna say the restores were negative, but they seem right. Oh yeah, also not burning out Animus as well seems better. I didn't throw Whiplash on them, because like they're competing for it. So I did play this a little differently, but even still. Rector burns out, throw in the Purifying Cleanse, throw in Glimmer. We get 600 damage there, we have 21 regen, so I did just mess this turn out, or mess this combat up, it looks like to me. Maybe not, maybe I still missed this. This is a tough one. I'm not gonna play it a third time here. Yeah, I still whiffed this. It was a worst case. I guess the actual outcome that you're supposed to go with here. There's a lot of ways that you edit this combat. The actual one is play bottom floor, it looks like, because at first I thought this wasn't a worst case, but Seraph mid floor, yeah, wow, it's really rough, huh? How do you win this combat? You play Vine Mother plus Animus top floor, and you put all the regen on Vine Mother? That doesn't seem right, because she's gonna get one shot. I don't know. I actually don't know how you're supposed to do this. Like, because like if you play Animus bottom floor, she dies. If you play her top floor, Animus is a very important part. This is the clear takeaway here is that Animus is a very important part. Because this is going to be a lot of rounds of combat, her like 70 damage is enough to swing this. So the problem is that it's impossible to play Thorned Hollow with Animus, right? No, I guess you just gotta play her bottom floor. It's super weird though. I triple Spreading Spores too. So I think that there's essentially, in my mind, there's two ways that you go about this. After playing, this is a really obtuse combat. It's not as cut and dry as you would think. So there's two options here from what I'm looking at. You either play your Hollow top floor, or you play your Animus alone bottom floor and you kill the 15-2. It has to be one of those. Like, you have to do one of those two, I'm pretty sure. But like, man, it's a tough one. This is a really hard combat. I did not realize. This was a worst case. I told you it was 100%. I was wrong. I did not consider the situation where I could not put Rector bottom floor, Thorned Hollow Animus middle floor. That's crazy. That's really crazy to me. I feel truly like we got robbed of this run. But now I know. I guess now I know. But even on the first two playthroughs there, like on two, I played through that combat twice, and both times I thought I was gonna put up enough regen with Spreading Spores, and I did not. I didn't even consider that it was possible to not put up enough regen, but yeah, that sucks. The other thing we could do is take space, right? Take space, and then that's not a problem also. But how could you know? You know, this is another sort of run where when the DLC comes out, I would not lose this run. You know, DLC comes out and then there's a whole different final boss. It's all different, right? But I would never die to Seraph here in the DLC because they're changing how the space loss works. I basically got fucked there, and I had to recognize that and pivot my plan and put Rector on the second floor, but that didn't pop out to me until far too late. I'm certain that if I played bottom floor, I would survive though, because you just, yeah, you get the Thorn Hollow in front, and it's no big deal. That's crazy though. That's a really tough one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.